Have you ever made an observation and applied it to a child or a group of children, only to find later that you want to use that exact observation for another child or another group of children? I'm going to show you now how to do just that. So the first step is to click on the observation you want to copy. So I've clicked on Play Corner here. Then simply hit the Duplicate button out to the right-hand side. And it just brings up a screen asking who you want to duplicate this observation to. So I can choose any number of children and apply that. What that does is it brings up that observation very similar to a multiple observation. In fact, it's exactly the same as a multiple observation, where I can now edit that observation if I want to add extra photos in or delete photos or change any of the text. I can do that in this screen. And then once I'm happy with my observation, as it's going to be applied to the new children, I just hit apply and say yes. So you'll see that that observation has now also been applied to the two children that I selected. So there's Play Corner there with the observation, and I can go and print that observation or that learning story for that child. Now let's take that a step further and show how to duplicate an observation between two groups of children. So here we have the blue group, and we've also got the number 2 group. So what I'm going to do is add an extra child to the blue group. So I'll add a child called number 1, the child. And you might actually add a child called the child, and always put a number 1 in front of it, because it will end up in the top of the list. And just add that child to the blue group. So add that child in. And now that allows us to copy an observation to that child. So I can grab, say, that same observation, Play Corner, and duplicate the observation to the child and apply that. Apply. That's done. So now we have that observation there. And then what I can do is actually move that child. So tick that child, Manage Children, and move that child to group number 2. Apply. And now if I move into group number 2, there we have the child here with the Play Corner ob. And now I can duplicate that to any of the children in this group. So a bit of a workaround, but quite an easy one that would save you retyping out observations and inserting photos. You can just move that observation between the groups, and then you can have that observation applied to different children in different groups.